Hi there, Gareth from Active Tech. I'm in the heart of London, heading towards Mallet Street, which is the University of London pool, and I'm going to be speaking with Bill Holmes to hear about his swimming story. Bill, tell me when you first started swimming.
Probably started, I think it was as an adult, about 98 or so about 14, 15 years ago. What had happened was I had broken up with a partner that I'd been here pretty much since I moved here and had a lot of free time on my hands and thought getting into shape and doing something other than the traditional bars was a good way to stay fit and maybe meet some new people. Not necessarily for dating, but clearly that was probably one of the potential ulterior motives behind it.
And how did it work out for you from a fitness point of view? Did you see fitness results from swimming?
It took a little while. When I first got here, it had been a while since I'd actually been in the pool, and so I was a little shocked at first that all the boys were faster than me and all the girls were faster than me. But the coach had took me aside and basically said, if you keep at this, I promise I'll work with you to try and get better. So it probably took about a good 6 months or so before I could really think that I was swimming as fast as everybody else.
How did you find that challenge of getting back and getting your fitness back, getting your speed back?
Yeah.
How did you stay motivated during that process?
I think part of it had to do with the fact that I was in a team, because then I got to meet people and would start chatting with people and then slowly started to form friendships. Because I think if I had to do it on my own, I probably would have lost interest.
What have been some of your swimming highlights through the years?
I think when I went to the Gay Games in 2002, I had made a big commitment that I was going to do this and was working out maybe 4 to 5 times a week. And so when we actually came to it, I had moved from the slowest lane into, well, no one had ever seen me swim as fast as I had. And so when we came back, I actually ended up in the fast lane. And I since moved back to lane 2 where I'm more comfortable. But it was really a sense that when you put your mind to something and really work at something, you can train and do well. And the wonderful thing about swimming is whether you win or whether you lose, there's still practice on Tuesday, and you still have to show up and do it.
And are you training for any specific goals or competitions at the moment?
Right now, I'm looking at that we're going to have the Gay Games in 2014. So I'm really going to get serious around November time and really put about practically a good 10-month period into it to start slowly and build to make sure, because one of the things I've got the most control over is my swim fitness. And if my swim fitness is there, I'm a much better player in the pool.
And you travel quite a bit with work. Do you find it difficult to find swimming pools when you're traveling?
Yeah, I think it's one of the more difficult things, because when hotels will say that they have a swimming pool, it's probably the size of a postage stamp. So you really have a mixed bag when you travel, and if you lose your swim fitness after 2 weeks or so, you really notice that you've really gone down to the bottom and have to start up all over again.
That's great. Thanks for your time today.
Okay, bye.
So if you'd like to improve your performance in the pool, or if you just need a little bit of extra motivation, download the Splashpath swimming app today.